and that's what they call me. I promise that you.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Michelle.
I'm Josh.
Today's video is about recapping our year for 2020. Who doesn't want to sit through a video and recap 2020? The worst possible year ever. Right now I'm being suffocated by cologne because my husband says, oh, the kids are inside playing. We can run out to the car and do this video. As I'm getting in, he's spraying himself like 4 times.
I didn't spray myself. I sprayed my truck to make it smell like a man's vehicle. I don't have time for that.
Because you guys can smell it, right? I don't know.
It's not about y'all. It's about me. Know that no chick has devastated my area of solitude.
I don't have that much perfume on. Let's start by recapping the first thing, guys. Thank you guys so much for following us on YouTube, because in 2019, I started this channel with not really anything more than me traveling the UK, because we'd already been there kind of 5 years, and I thought, hey, why am I not vlogging? I do it anyways. But anyways, guys, opening it up to you, and within a year, we're almost to hit 10K. Yay!
Yeah, Michelle actually has like 150 something odd videos that nobody's seen that are literally on YouTube. You can go to click on her face, go to the videos and scroll all the way bottom, and I mean, there's some, she's been doing videos for a long time. It's just she did them for the family mainly.
A lot of us traveling, Germany, Slovenia. Moving on to number 2, the first biggest decision in our house for 2020 was whether we were going to stay in the UK or move to America. That probably started back into 2019, traveled into 2020, because we talked about it for what, a solid year? It seemed like that conversation went on in our house a lot about moving or staying, me begging to stay. Wanted to stay. Me and Michaela wanted to stay 100%. But for Caroline and for Dad, I think it was time to go, right?
True.
Yeah. So I know them two were ready to come back to America, the American lifestyle. And guys, we have family here, of course. So after 6 years in the UK.
I like change. It's not anything with the UK. It's just, I like to move and I like to travel. And this next job was going to be on point, and I was not about to pass it up.
Yeah, it was a good job. And that was actually our deciding factor, because, guys, as a military family, you have your dream sheet. And England's actually how we got there. A big argument, me and him go back and forth between.
And no arguments, what you said.
Because I did. I was like, oh, babe, England would be awesome to put on your dream sheet. Then when it came down to orders dropped, I was like, who chose England? Why would we ever choose England? But, yeah, that's a totally different video. To me and Christian and to Michaela, it was definitely home. But I know this is home too, so it's time to come. So anyways, for a year, we finally decided to come back to America. So then started the craziness of moving. Like, craziness that you can't take care of until, what, the last 2 weeks of moving?
Because this year, COVID threw in an additional planning, and I had to get... because my position down here was a critical manned area, and it's also a essential tasking, I had to get waivers to move during the COVID and to ship all my goods and stuff. So that was a whole different fiasco. It took, I don't know, not just 2 weeks before moving, but it took all the way up 6 months. Yeah,
of trying to, and everybody just been at a standstill too. It was not easy.
And that's every day. That wasn't just like, well, except for the weekends and Friday. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I did not mess with any of the moving.
But it was us trying to get out. Yeah, like you said, it's hard enough to get out of a country, let alone COVID happen, and him trying to go to office, and they're shut, they're short-manned. Then there for a while, we get orders that we can't even move. It's a no move. Then I guess, like he said, he went to essential and we could move. Yeah, it got crazy in there. But that was kind of our deciding factor. Back to that. If he got this job, I was like, okay, this is where your dream spot is. If you get it and they say you can go to Tampa, then we'll roll with it, and I'll put a smile on and we'll leave the UK. I honestly didn't think he was going to get it, guys. I'm going to be real. Like, it was like a hot spot. Like, everybody wants this spot. And sure enough, he comes home, we got it. And I was like, oh, we're moving. I started 2020 off. Then the next thing is I went viral. Became AKA the Tea Butcher. So that was fun in our house for a little bit. Then the second big thing is the pandemic happened on top of us trying to move.
I agree. It's just a trash year. I don't need to say nothing else. You already covered mine.
Yeah. So, and then the pandemic hit, and like he said, us trying to move out of another country It put a big, I don't even, honestly, I don't even know. I know the parts that I was trying to take care of. I know the stress he was coming home with about trying to get out. And I'm not going to lie, guys, secretly, I was like having a meltdown because, first of all, at first, this thing is so just deadly, okay? So I'm like, we're going to move a family. Do you know how many movers come in your home? Do you know how many germs come in your home? We're going to move a family of 5 during a pandemic, supposedly. Wait, why is that not on hold? Secretly, that was me trying to stay in the UK longer. I had got my hopes up. We're going to be there till Christmas. We're not going anywhere. No, they pushed right through it. That's when Michelle was done with COVID. I'm going to go ahead and tell you that I'm no longer a pandemic. If people can move in inside of my house, I had to just give that to God, guys. As he watches the neighbors roll by. So, a family of 5 trying to get on flights. Christian not going to want to leave his mask on. Yeah, I gave up. COVID no longer existed in my head. So I prayed and just hoped for the best. So anyways, we moved. So the pandemic happened. Well, not even that. My kids didn't get to graduate. As you guys know, they were seniors this year. Christian didn't even get to finish his school year. Didn't get to say goodbye really to his friends that he really wanted to, because he did have some British friends. The girls' high school, they didn't really get to graduate. They did graduate by email or whatever, but
If they went in there in person, there was little cubicle glass shields protecting
that's,
the
yeah.
principal from them, and that was about it.
Yeah, they got their little diploma. I told them that's not, to me, it's not really a big thing anyways. Like, it's more the accomplishment within yourself, but just being handed the diploma.
I never went to mine.
Yeah,
Somebody told me I can make overtime pay, and I was like, okay, I'll be there.
So he had no sympathy in that area, but I was trying to sympathize with him. The graduation thing they really wanted to do, or the ceremony, but they really didn't get to do that. Then we packed our bags, got on a flight.
It was pretty chill. There was only like 20 people in that whole flight.
True.
I mean, the only time you had to have your mask on is when you weren't eating. So I just ate my little nuts and cherries very slow.
The whole 10-hour flight. Guys, I'm not even gonna lie, I just kind of gave up and I was like, I just didn't even have mine on. But there was nobody around us, which was kind of nice. And we had to buy a house online.
No, yeah, that was interesting.
That was the craziest thing ever. So you got a PCS move, guys. When I say PCS, that's a permanent change of station. So a lot of stuff goes into that. Like I said, on his end, a lot of moving stuff on my end, a lot of just craziness together end. So guys, that was new for me to buy a house online, and we didn't know the area, we didn't know the school system, and of course we're doing research after research.
School system.
Well, we're doing research, but there's nothing like driving around your neighborhood and seeing.
Well, we tried because we were
area.
going to wait, and then literally we'd wait 4 or 5 minutes, and there would be multiple online showings of the same property, and then I'd be overbid on the house. One house was $300,000. Next second I know, when we try to be like, yeah, we'll do this one. No. Went up to 340 within, like, I'm talking 10 minutes of a bid war, and I was like, yo, no, that's way overpriced.
Yeah.
So we 9 houses we had looked at online, and we made an offer on 2 of them, and they all went way over. And I was just like, And then we found the house we're in now, and it was way under what we decided on. And I was like, hey, I'm pulling the trigger right now.
So the girls was trying to put, like, having meltdowns because they're not getting to graduate. Me and him were staying up, I know that one night, 12 o'clock at night, we're doing house viewings, and it was weird because the time changed between the UK and here, and to get a realtor out of here. And that was the one thing me and him were laughing at. It's a pandemic year, but yet the house market is through the roof.
Never stopped. Nobody stopped buying.
No, and so we thought it would hopefully slow stuff down.
I was hoping it would drop the market so bad that I'd be in to swoop it up. No, it raised the market somehow.
I know.
The market kept on going. So the realty market never dropped. Nothing.
No, so that was kind of a headache, and I don't know, I think at a certain point I was like, just sign your name. I don't even know, just let's buy something so we got somewhere to go when we get back to America.
Yeah, I told her once I found her, so I made her write down the things she had to have, and once I found the house, I was just like, yeah, I'll do the viewing. As soon as I did it, I signed it, and then I showed her the house, and she's like, I love it.
Yeah. At that point, you just have full confidence in your partner because there's just too many things going on.
Or not, because later on you'll just hear about it.
I did, guys. I mean, this house is beautiful, so we were very lucky, blessed with wonderful neighbors, so that was definitely a lot of praying to, and we definitely have a good home, so that was good. So then we moved here. Finally, we've got off the aircraft. 2 weeks quarantine. The military's paying for you to stay somewhere for 2 weeks and you can't get into your home.
I'll take two. No, we complain about small things because that's 2 weeks of free leave, in my opinion.
True.
And on top of that, they gave me additional 10 to 14 days to house hunt.
True.
So
That is truly
by
not
the
a
time-
complaint.
By
Yeah.
the time we got here and everything, we had the house picked out. But it took literally because of COVID, even though I had the house picked out and ready to go and already approved with one signature, because of COVID, they did additional paperwork. But I couldn't sign. I had to go to the bank and sign all these papers. That literally took me almost 11 days. So they gave me 10 days of house hunt, even though I already had my house. The amount of, I had to schedule multiple meetings because of COVID. I couldn't do them back to back to back. So I had to wait. So literally it was a blessing that we got those 10 extra free days to do the house stuff because, oh man, COVID messed everything up in the banking.
And truly, guys, I shouldn't complain about that. And it's not a
No.
complaint because, honestly, when you make a big move like that, I was so thankful. Like, me and him love to banter back and forth. And I'm not going to lie, I loved him being at home and us making a big move like that for those 10 days. And it kind of got Michelle. See, he's like, oh, she really cares. It kind of got me into... it kind of got me into because... there's videos that I should do. Me and Josh truly found each other in the UK when we had to depend on each other. And it was kind of like that
I
coming.
brought you to the UK.
It was no, I know that we were married before, guys, but it definitely moving.
What do you mean you found me in the UK?
No, not like that. I mean, you found each other
watch
like.
what you're doing. You're gonna work yourself into a hole right
Okay,
now.
of course we were already married and stuff, but I don't know. I found a different connection with Josh, having to depend on Josh.
He's a boy.
Because I don't really depend on people, guys. And so when we moved to the UK, I really had to depend on him. So coming back into America, I found myself doing it again. Because a lot of my vlogs, you look, Josh is TDY. I have to be able to just be content with myself. That's just how it works as a military wife, or you're going to drive yourself nuts. So I'm not that woman. But even coming back into America, I found myself gravitating that I did want him to be there with me. So it was definitely nice for the 10 days of the change to come back in. I remember we get off the plane, we've quarantined, and the first month he's trying to leave me. America's gone nuts. You ain't going nowhere. Those are definitely bonding moments that nothing that 2020 could not have helped us or brought us closer together. Online schooling, guys, because he's a mama's boy. He loves his daddy too. He is partly a daddy's boy, but he can work his mama over. Okay, so he knows mama for playtime, snuggle time, kiss time, make boo-boos better. So when I'm trying to be strict and like, son, you have to sit down, you have to listen to your teacher, because he's actually online for the whole 7 hours or 8 hours, whatever it is. Yeah, he's like, Mom, but I think I want to go outside. Well, okay, son, you do need a break.
He don't even do that. He just walks away and she's stuck up there doing his homework. And I'm just like, Michelle, get out of here.
So I think online schooling is another big thing.
That's something everybody should do. Not
No.
everybody has a degree in teaching. If
No,
you're
no.
not a teacher, I don't agree with teaching.
No, I'm mama bear. I'm good at being a mom and not necessarily a teacher. I mean, I don't mind helping with homework and stuff like that, but teaching all day, I should not do
No.
that. Yeah, so online schooling has been another hurdle for 2020. Now we're in the situation where, so when we lived in the UK, the girls, I guess, had to be slowed down, or there's just things they couldn't do. They couldn't drive, and now we've just walked back into a totally new phase with teenage girls of they're ready to finally drive 4 years later than they should be, and so we need to get driver's license. We now have boyfriends and talking about spending the night with boyfriend. I don't know. So that's a new thing in our house, that our kids are going into the next phase of their lives of not high school, getting big girl jobs and learning to drive. And those are things that Mama Bear just wants them to still stay a kid. Dad's like, it's good. They need to grow up. Sad moments for me.
Halloween was a blast. Drove over like neighborhoods in Florida. Ain't nobody wearing no mask besides the Halloween mask that they had on that night.
Yeah.
And there was a bunch of old country folk that were nearby. It was hilarious.
Yeah, nobody was, they were just trick-or-treating.
Yeah, everybody. I mean, nobody had a mask. Like, they were done. Like,
Yeah.
I'm talking all the neighborhoods. You know what? I didn't hear many COVID cases.
Christian, that's the reason I asked him. I'm like, son, you need to start going back to school. And he's almost in a panic now because, well, Mom, I don't want to wear my mask all day at school, and this mask just don't make sense. I mean, you're trying to explain mask and COVID to a 6-year-old. I don't know. So when he said he could trick or treat with nothing more than his costume, son, go and trick or treat, because I don't know what we're doing to our kids at this point. I know people are trying to keep them safe, but mental stability is also important as we're facing this pandemic, I think.
I've noticed more people, actually know more people that have passed away from suicide or other related incidences than I have heard about any COVID case. So
I know.
We're just to that point now where we're not going to, it's worse.
Yeah, and I think that's why this year, even though it's trying to move, guys, you might still see some moving vlogs, but I was like, I'm going to pause it, and me and the girls was talking, and I'm like, I'm going to spread some holiday cheer. We're going to do Vlogmas. I don't care even if we've been moved in our house, just some uplifting spirit stuff, because I know that that's a big deal and all over the world, not just here in America. So we just wanted to bring, first of all, Jesus into your house for Christmas and just the holiday spirit and love. And guys, we're always here. I always check my YouTube. If I don't respond back to you, I promise I've read your comment though, and certain ones do stick out to me and I always try to reply, but we're always here for a listening ear. I mean, our lives are busy too, but I can always listen. I always read, so always here if you need somebody to talk to.
Big most important thing is my Supra's got here, guys.
They could be sunk in the sea, or they could just, but
I insured them for like 3 or 4 times as much as they were worth. So
guys, he's wanting to do that video for you, and I was like, well, I don't necessarily want to throw that in my Christmas, but anyways, he is going to
teach y'all how to make some money, because I'm finding out dudes over here are selling naturally aspirated Supras for a god-awful amount of money.
I know.
$24,000, $30,000.
I thought you said one the other day was $50,000.
No, that was a twin.
Oh.
No, these are just naturally aspirated. Even there's a import place down here, 24 to 30, and I'm like, bro, I could have bought some of those for like $6,000-$7,000 each.
I know. Should just brought 3 of them back.
Yeah, some 5 times as much as what they were selling for, and I was just like, yeah. And I know. So I network. I like to network. I like to meet people. So what I do is I just introduce myself to everybody that I can. I don't care who they are or what they do in life. And I just happened to come across some people, and they ended up liking me, some British people at a bar and stuff. And then I networked with them, found out they had a shop for cars, continued to talk to them, kept them in contact, and I reached out to them, told them I was leaving, and they're like, hey, let me hook you up with some shipping people that I deal with. And then I got it for, I'm not even kidding, I got containers for 1/8 of what a container costs because of the people that I ended up meeting. And that's a 40-foot container. And those usually go for about $7,000 or $8,000. I literally paid like $1,500.
Yeah, so he's got some tips, guys, if you're wanting to import cars.
But I gotta ask those people if I'm allowed to do that.
Give the secrets of trade out.
Yeah.
All right, guys, so we won't make this video too long. You know, guys, I could sit here and talk forever about whatever, but we're gonna end the video here. Hopefully, guys, 2021 is the year to be awesome. I don't know. Look at that face.
I don't know about that one. It might be the...
I know. People keep saying, oh, I can't wait till 2020's over. I'm like, guys, you know we're rolling 2020 problems into 2021. So, guys, my tip of advice is just don't make them your problems. Focus on other things that are healthy in life. And you know what? 2021 is going to be awesome. We're alive. We're breathing. And thank God I have my awesome family here with me. So.
You're welcome.
Yes.
Watch the stock market.
Yeah, all those things. Don't worry about those things. All right, guys. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.